Hey, what do you think you're doing, pal?
Get it.
Help!
Yeah, you're gonna need it, kid. What? Come on.
Hey, what's up moviegoers? It was promised in the first video and now it's here. An overlook of the turtle designs in the 1991 movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, or Ninja Turtles Part 2 as some people call it. Before we get started, if you haven't checked out the video I did on the first movie's turtle suits, I'd suggest go checking that out first. It might help as I explain certain things I'm talking about in this video. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit like on this video as it helps with the visibility of the channel. Ninja Turtles Part 2, Secret of the Ooze, takes place soon after Part 1. I like the movie. Can I watch it as often as Part 1? Well, putting it simply, no. But do I hate it? Not really. I have mixed feelings about the designs. I like them because they're better than anything that comes out after, at least to me. But they're not quite as good as the first ones. And the fact that they don't really use their weapons in this movie, because I think kids were hitting themselves with nunchucks back in the day, so they didn't get a chance to use the weapons in this one because a lot of parents were complaining, brings down the designs a little more. The weapons are a big part of the design of the Ninja Turtles. But yeah, the turtles are pretty much neutered in this movie, for lack of a better word, and can't really use their weapons. Let's start off in the same order as Part 1. I started off with Mikey. I'll do some side-by-side comparisons with the designs of the first movie, just so you can kind of see the contrast. Michelangelo. Now, out of the 4 turtles in this movie, his look is my favorite in this film. Reason being, it hasn't really changed much from the first movie. The color of the turtles is still awesome. They look dirty, the green is still muted, it's not a bright green. The shells are an awesome part of the design. I just love the way the texture looks. Mikey's still the shortest, so that fits in good with the first movie. But yeah, overall, Mikey's looks not that bad. Not much has changed from the first one. I would say his voice is a bit more annoying in this one though, and that's really all I got on him. Only other thing was, he didn't have his nunchucks at all, as I was talking about earlier. I remember thinking this was pretty lame. I think Leonardo gets to use his swords one time in like the opening sequence, but he uses them to hang off the ceiling as he kicks somebody. And Donatello, I think, gets to use his bow staff a couple times, but that was about it. But yeah, Michelangelo ends up using sausage links instead of his usual nunchucks. Yeah, that'll do it. No one's ever gonna try to use anything other than sausage links as nunchuck. Okay, here's where it gets a little different. Donatello. Wow, now this is probably the biggest change out of the 4 turtles. What the heck happened? It looks like someone smashed his face in with a frying pan. The body looks fine. It's still got the look right there. But for the most part, what is up with Donnie's face? He looks kinda scary in this one. Something's not quite right with the mouth, and the purple is different too. And I guess that kind of goes for all the turtles. I didn't really touch on it with Mikey at all, but the bandanas in this one on all the turtles look all bright and clean. The first one was cool how you kind of had to work to see which turtle was which when they were in dark areas. It was more realistic. Big talking turtles. How realistic should it be, you may ask? Pretty realistic, I'd say. I want to imagine they're in real life, and that's why we're all going to see the live action movie. The argument that this property is just for kids and shouldn't be taken very seriously really wears on me sometimes. Yeah, it's for kids, but why can't kids see a movie where it looks like the turtles are realistic in real life? That'd probably amaze them more than seeing the unrealistic Transformer messes that they've been getting, and probably cost a lot less to make. Well, enough ranting. Overall, I don't like Donnie's design really in this one, and they try to upplay his tech skills a little too much. It's too in your face, not as subtle as it was in the first movie when he's working on the truck, but at least he's not explaining how a time-traveling scepter works. We'll talk about that next time. Okay, let's move on to Raph. Raph doesn't look as mad in this one. Something about his face is different, but I can't put my finger on it. The mouth is definitely different. I wonder what happened to the old heads from the first movie. The bodies still look good. It's the heads that have changed in this movie that I don't like as much as the first. It's not that bad, though, but without a doubt different. I think old animatronics and stuff like that probably deteriorate over time, and that's probably what happened to the old ones from the first movie. And Jim Henson I don't think was around when they were making this movie, so they probably had to recreate it without him, but who knows. I heard they're gonna make Raph the leader in this upcoming Nickelodeon Rise of the Ninja Turtles new cartoon that they're doing now that this 3D cartoon is coming to an end. This one will be a 2D, looks like another reboot of the Ninja Turtles, and Raph's gonna be the leader, it says. I wonder how that's gonna work. I talked about that, funny enough, in my Frenemies video, how I always thought thought Raph was the leader when I was a little kid. Looks like someone else over at Nickelodeon thought the same thing, because they're making him the straight up leader in this reboot, which I hope is not heavy-handed. When I talked about Raph being, you know, was he the leader back in the day because of the Turtle Power song saying he was the leader, I thought it was cool that it was kind of a mystery if he was the leader or not. Kind of like Leonardo's the poster boy for the Ninja Turtles, so he's like the declared leader of the Ninja Turtles, but Raph is instinctively the leader when they get into trouble. So I hope it's subtle like that and not heavy-handed, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll absolutely do a review on that premiere when it happens and let you guys know what I think. Please be good. Please be good. Alright, Leonardo looks a bit different than the first movie. Best way I can put it into words is that in the first movie, he had a little bit more of a serious look on his face. He was still nice and acted like the noble leader, but his face had an intense, focused look. This one seems more like he's just happy, a happy look. Like things around him that are going on aren't really that serious. The shape of this one is a little different as well, especially around the nose area. Again, like the others, the body still looks good, which is more than I can say for the third movie, but we'll talk about that one some other time. That's really all I got on the designs of the turtles. Overall, this movie is okay. I don't hate it, but to me the first half is a lot stronger than the second half. I find myself unable to finish it as much as before when I was younger. I can still watch it, but I watched the first one from start to finish without a problem all the time. This one is more like when I burn out on that first movie and I've seen it too many times in a row. I'll just throw this one in, but I find myself unable to finish it as often, which is actually the only other Ninja Turtles movies I can do that with. The others that came after this just don't do it for me. But yeah, speaking of those, I'll be doing similar videos like this one for Ninja Turtles Part 3. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe today so you can catch that. I'll go ahead and do the next mutation and the reboots after that as well. But that's it. That's really all I got on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below for a chance to win a shirt. Also, please hit like as it helps with the visibility of the channel. That's all I got for now. Keep it tuned here for the best content on the internet. Alright guys, we'll see you in a couple days with another video. Take care.